Hi everyone, it's Rebecca Coomes from The Healthy Gut. My grandfather spent many years living in Indonesia and I grew up eating the most glorious Indonesian food. So when I got my SIBO diagnosis, I decided I was going to take one of my favourites, which is beef rendang, and make it SIBO friendly. So let me talk you through the steps. First of all, we need to make the spice paste. So using a high-powered blender, you want to pop several ingredients into it. So we have got some fresh ginger, fresh galangal, fresh turmeric. I've got 4 lemongrass sticks. I've also got 1 red chili, and I'm going to pop all of that in. Just a word of caution, when you're using fresh turmeric, I love it, it's absolutely wonderful, but it can stain very quickly. So either use gloves or maybe don't use fresh turmeric when you need to show your hands to people, because you can end up with yellow fingers. If you can't find any fresh turmeric, by all means, you're more than welcome to use dried powdered turmeric. I'm adding 8 kaffir lime leaves into there, and I've also got 2 dried red chilies. And then I'm also adding, there's lots of flavours going in here, 4 spring onions. Now if you don't tolerate spring onions, well, you know, that's fine, you can omit these from the spice paste. Pop that all together and give it a blitz. So if you find that your spice paste is just a little bit too dry and it's not getting it all together, what you can do is add a little bit of water to it. So I've just got about 1/4 cup of water. Might just pour half of that in, like that. And then I'll give it another blitz, and that should bind it completely. And when you're cooking, the water evaporates out of it, so it doesn't detract from the spice paste. Alright, so as you can see, I've now got this quite thick spice paste, so I'll just tap that down. The next step is we want to fry this off. We want to give the paste a good cook before we then add all the other ingredients to make the curry. Now, beef rendang traditionally is a slow cook curry, and you want to give this time. You use a chuck steak with the beef, and you want that to just simmer really, really slowly so that the beef can sort of just turn into this most succulent deliciousness in a curry. Okay, so I've got my coconut oil. I've got about 4 tablespoons of coconut oil there that I'm melting off. You want quite a lot of coconut oil because we want this to fry really well. And then we'll put our spice paste in and fry this off for about 2 or 3 minutes. So I've been cooking the spice paste off now for about 3 minutes, and the aroma that is filling this kitchen is absolutely incredible. The next steps are that we want to put some liquid in here. So I've got 1 cup of beef stock, and I've got 1 cup of coconut milk. And when you're selecting coconut milk, make sure that it just contains coconut, because some brands use thickeners and gums, and that can be quite irritating for your gut. So you don't want to use coconut milks that have those ingredients. I also have some dried spices that I'm going to put in here as well. So I've got 4 bay leaves, I've got 1 cinnamon stick, I've got 3 cardamom pods, I've got 3 cloves, and I've got 3 star anise. And then I've got 1 kilo of beef chuck steak. Now this beef is pasture fed, so it's a great meat. It's free range and just tastes delicious. And I've also got the juice from 1 lime. Now you may like to add salt at this stage, or if you're like me, you may want to let the curry cook down and then season as you're ready to serve, because the flavours really do develop. Now you can do one of 2 things here. You can leave it in your wok at a really, really low temperature, the lowest you can take your wok to, and simmer it for 4 hours. Or you can do what I'm going to do today and pop it in your slow cooker at a low setting and let this simmer away very, very gently for several hours, perhaps even overnight, and you will be left with the most incredible curry. I look forward to showing you the result very soon. The beef has been cooking now overnight and it is absolutely glorious. Oh, I absolutely adore beef rendang. And After cooking it off in the wok for a little while, I then transferred it to my slow cooker, and it has literally turned the beef into this just glorious kind of fall apart in your mouth curry. Now, by all means, if you can tolerate it, you can serve this with some rice, or you could make some cauliflower rice if you're avoiding grains completely. I have to say that when I got diagnosed with SIBO, one of the things I bought was a slow cooker, and it has been the best investment I've ever made. I absolutely love it, especially for creating these kind of slow cooked delicious meals. If you've liked today's recipe, you can find it in my SIBO Family Favourites Cookbook, which is available now from my website. I'm Rebecca Coomes from The Healthy Gut, and until next time, happy cooking.